Hello YouTubers, this is Crypto Inspector, and in today's episode about NFT games we're gonna talk about Gods Unchained, and I will talk about a new deck that I discovered. It's quite good. Okay, this time it's gonna be from the God of Death, the Goddess of Death, Malices. She's been betrayed. Anyway, I'm not gonna go to the story, I'm just gonna go straight to the point. I'm gonna talk about the deck, some points about it. I'm gonna play a match and I'll explain how you can use this deck. So this deck, I actually reached Midnight Shadow with that, and I believe I'm gonna reach Auric Gold with that also. So that's rank 9, tier 9 from 12. And this is the deck, okay? It's just $384. The cost is quite economic, or you might even farm it by playing and unlocking the decks in game. So this is the deck. I'm gonna go through it. The power that you will be using is the Soul Burn, so deal 1 damage to both god. This deck is more about dealing damage, and it's called Toxic Zombies. Okay, so you will deal self damage at the same time you will deal damage to the opponent, and you will have so many zombies in the deck. So there's a lot of abilities about zombies. We all like zombies. And this is quite interesting because you will see how it is. It's quite interesting. So let me explain first about the cards. So you've got Barbed Fly. Afterlife, deal 3 damage to each god. It costs 1, and straight away you can deal 5 damage if it's undamaged. Okay, because you'll deal 3 to the enemy and 3 to you. Then you have Blight Bomb, which is destroy a creature with health 3 or less. This is a very powerful card. Like, a lot of time I use it, and imagine you can destroy instantly a lot of enemies just with 1 gem cost. Then you have the Void Banshee. Okay, that deals 4 to you, but if you can manage to survive 1 match, you're gonna get back recuperated this damage, because you're gonna deal 4 damage to the opponent. So it costs only 2, and look at that, you get 4 damage and 3 health. Quite a good card. This one is the Voracious Fiend. Okay, so it has Leech. Leech means if you damage, you also get healed, and also when it's dead, you will get 1/1 zombie with Leech. So all zombies in the game, they have Leech, so that's quite interesting. Here is another interesting card, Skeleton Heavy. So Afterlife, so once they destroy this card, destroy the strongest enemy creature with 1 health. This is quite interesting. There are some cards that are 6 cost with 1 health, and you can get an advantage on this card. Vrock is quite an interesting card, because I believe in all decks you should have some principles. Like, you should have a card to get cards, you should have a card to deal AoE, so to all the cards, and also if you can make another execution card, which I'll go through that later. So this Vrock card, so once you drop it, you will draw a card, and when it dies, you'll draw another card. So you get 2 cards, and you can make quite some good damage. It's 2/4 attack. This is one of the most favorite cards of this god, okay, or goddess. The reason for is it's a backline, so you can only destroy it with spells, or if it's the last card on board. It can't attack. However, at the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 zombie with Leech. If you are frenzied, summon an additional zombie. Now, what is frenzied? Frenzied is once you attack the hero, the opponent god, basically. Then it becomes frenzied, and you can summon 2 1/1 zombies with Leech. That's very strong card. It comes with another strong card. It's called Necroscepter. Okay, Necroscepter also is a very good card, but it costs $6, $5 to $6. Anyway, let's go to the other card. So there's the Inexorable Raider. It's blessed. That means you can get favors. So in game you can get additional cards, and Afterlife, you can summon a 1/1 zombie, and you make quite a good damage, 2/3. Then you have the Barbed Fly. That's quite interesting. So deal 1 damage to each god. If you are frenzied, deal 3 damage instead. So basically, this deck, if you keep doing damage to your opponent, these cards will come really handful. you know, because you can use them to finish off your enemy. But you need to play this deck quite smartly, you know, not rush with the damages. We'll go through a match and hopefully it's gonna go good. This Mutual Hatred, this is a very good card. Destroy a creature that costs 4 or less mana, then take its health in damage. Okay, so again, you need to take damage in this deck so you can invoke all the frenzied cards as you've seen, but then you can destroy quite powerful cards. There are some cards with armor and ward and a lot of abilities that cost 4, and you can quickly eliminate it and go aggro. So this deck also is a bit aggro, aggressive, means you need to hit the face as much as you can, but it gives you advantage to play mid-range also. We will see that. Decaying Rhino is a very good card. I really like this card. At the end of your turn, unless you are frenzied, this creature takes 1 damage. So you're all the time frenzied with this deck. Nearly every match you're gonna hit your opponent because of the hero power, the god power, which deal 1 damage to both gods. So it has 6/5 and it only costs 4. So that's quite a strong card. Then you have the Mass Raise. This is one of my favorite, the zombie world thing, you know. So it costs 4, and you can summon 3/1/1 zombies. If it's frenzied, you can summon 5. So if you don't have anything on the board, you just make the hero power, and then you have 5 zombies on the board, and they keep healing you. So as you see, there's a lot of leech. So yes, you do take damage, but yes, you do heal a lot. It's full of zombies, this card. So if you love zombies, this deck is for you. You know, Resident Evil and all that. Anyway, let's go to the other card. This card is called Corpse Explosion. I love this card. I literally finished a lot of matches with this card by itself. So destroy each friendly nether. Nether are usually the zombies, and most of your cards are nether. Deal 1 damage to the enemy god for each nether destroyed. If you are frenzied, deal 3 damage instead for each. That means if you have 5 cards and you use this card, you'll deal 5 damage. If it's frenzied, that's 5 times 3. That's 15 damage. So many times you'll see that you might do so much damage that you reach the opponent to 15 health and he has full board. Okay, but you have also full board nether, so you use this card and you finish him off. Then you have 2 neutral cards, which is the Dockside Prowler, hidden for 1 turn, 2/2, it's okay. And also the Vanguard Axewomen, okay, which is blitz, so once you throw it, you can attack directly and use it basically. Alright, let's test drive the deck. So when it comes to pick your god power, you will need to choose Soulburn, deal 1 damage to both gods. You'll need this to invoke the frenzied cards, and when it comes to starting hand, I'm starting second, so I have 3 extra gems. And when it comes to cards, you can play, you need 2 low cards and 1 high. So in this case, I'll keep the 1 and the 2. And I'll try to get a card that is high, like this one, Barbed Fly, 3. It's okay. If you're starting first, you need ideally to have 3 cards with low gem costs, okay? So 1s and 2s is the ideal option. Okay, so in this case, you will use Blight Bomb, and it's a very good card because you're gonna destroy this annoying with 1 health regeneration card. So you'll use that. Clear the board, use 1 gem, and get some board control. So the good thing about this deck, as compared to the God of War deck that I made on my first video, it has the option of board control and face. So you can also use this face. When I say board control, I mean you have control of the board, you have minions, you always have minions to throw, and you can protect your god. Okay, when it comes to face, that means you have to focus on the face in most of the cases. Okay, in this case, we're gonna play 2 cards. We're gonna play Void Banshee. What is Void Banshee? You deal, it will give you 4 damage, but look at that, with 2 gems and 3 health and 4 attack, that's quite an OP overpowered card, you know. I'll use also the gem, and I'll use Bombfly. Bombfly is a good Also card because it deals 3 damage to both gods. So and then I'll face him. So you see, when you hit a god's face, like this is on fire now, that means it's frenzied, so you will get the frenzied ability, which is deal 3 damage to both gods. So now I have board control. As you can see here, I have a lot of minions, and I will play, shall I play? Yeah. See, in this case, he has a strong minion here. But luckily, I got Mutual Hatred. And this costs less than 4, so I'll remove that. I'll take the 5 as a damage, but not to worry, because this deck has also leeches, zombies that they can leech and you can heal. Okay, and then you go face. So I have board control now, and I'm facing him. And also, shall I get a card from the favors? Now that's a good one. I'll wait for this one, because I don't have a lot of cards. So you have to look at the cards, okay? If you don't have a lot of cards, like in this case, I do have in the board 2 cards that you can get. Like once you throw it, you get 1 card, and once it dies, you get another card, okay? But since I don't have it now, you can look at the favors here, and usually you always get one that assists. Like in this case, this one here, which I will use now. So he has 20 health, I have 21, and I have 4 gems. So I'll focus face, that's what I was saying before. It doesn't matter, he has 1 minion, let him attack. I'll face him. And I'll go aggressive with Barbed Fly. So that's 3 damage to both. See, he already has 11 damage. This deck, again, I say you don't need to worry when you take damage. Up to a point, obviously. Again, I'm gonna make damage to him. And you can play aggressive, you know. So when you get some damage, it's okay, because you're also dealing damage to him. And the aim is to win, okay, not to have high health. You just need to win. Like in some cases, I had like probably 4 or 5 health, and he had also like this, and I won the game with 1 card. So it's quite an unusual deck, but I like it. Okay, so he has 1 card here. Don't worry, keep on facing. You will win this match. You face. He has 5 health. You face even more aggressive with this one. And you play Cursed Obelisk, which is frenzied, so I will summon 2 zombies. So I have board control here, and he has only 3 health left. So let's see how we're gonna win this match, unless he gives up. As you see, you got an idea. I cannot be yo, my cat is, what up dude, what up? As you see here, I cannot explain everything about it. He gave up. So now you got an idea about this deck. So you do take damage. You don't worry when you take damage. You focus, you have board control and face. And if you have any further questions or about this deck or anything, just drop them in the comment section. And I'd appreciate it if you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And Crypto Inspector is out.